In 2007, nearly 20 years ago, I was 13, starting 7th grade. Late August in Hebei, asphalt soft at noon, night chill raising goosebumps. Our school's parade ground was too small, so they sent the whole grade's military training to an army base a few kilometers away, up on a hillside. You'd drive past it without a second glance. Rust-eaten gate, glass on the walls, no proper sign, but step inside and you felt it. This place carried weight, air thick with damp wood and earth. Hillside wind came cold, with something else riding it, something you couldn't name. 2 red brick dormitories, 3 stories, 60s era, rain-stained bricks, slick moss, corridor bulbs dead or dim, your shadow blurred. Iron frame windows, ivy across half the glass. One end of the corridor dissolved into blackness. Terrazzo floor. The echo was wrong. Footsteps bounced back late, like the corridor was longer than it looked. Boys in one building, girls in the other, a basketball court between them. We got the first floor, room 104, a dozen square meters, 3 bunk beds. I took top near the door. Below me, Xiaorui, skinny, round glasses, barely spoke. 10 words all semester. 3 of the other 4 smoked. 12, 13. Who knows where from? During the day, instructors watching, they didn't dare. So they waited until midnight. After room checks, dead silence, crept to the communal toilet at the far end of the hall. Those cigarettes dragged us into something unforgettable. Night 2. After standing at attention all day, we collapsed. Sinking into sleep, a sound from the corridor. Running, frantic, heavy. Each step shook the floor. Our door burst open. Old wood, rusted hinges, rammed open, like a gunshot. The 3 scrambled in, lights off, clawing onto their beds. Something had chased them. Bone-deep fear. "There's a woman crying in the toilet." His voice shook. I muttered they'd smoked too much. The building's all guys. "I swear, go see for yourselves." Real terror. You can't fake a trembling voice, a motor in your throat you can't stop. Then Big Lou sat bolt upright, bravest of the 6, over 1.7 meters, built like a wall. "Let's go check." 4 words. Adrenaline lit. Group psychology. 1 scared is cowardice, 6 is adventure. We followed. That corridor. By day, ordinary hallway. At night, transformed. Emergency lights dimmer than candles. Water stains. Dark patches, light patches. Stair too long, they moved. Far end. Pure black. 6 of us in flip-flops. Rubber on terrazzo still went slap-slap. Sound bouncing like someone walked behind us. Toilet door. I was in front. Stood at the entrance, turned sideways, edged my head around. Urinals left, white tile stained brown. Stalls right. Window far end, cracked pane, moonlight pooling pale. Then I heard it. Not movie ghost wailing. Soft, broken sobbing. Someone crouched in a corner, hands clamped over mouth, trying to stay silent. But something slipped through. I couldn't tell where it came from. In the farthest stall and beside your ear immediately. Drifting. Hollow. Like travelling up from the bottom of a long pipe. Ice water poured into my ear. Cold running from scalp to heels. About to ask, Big Lou bellowed, "Ghost!" At 1 in the morning, in that corridor, a thunderclap. I wasn't scared by a ghost. I was scared by his scream. 6 of us scattered, sprinting back. Lost a flip-flop, didn't look back. At the door, glanced back. Far end, still dark. Couldn't see a thing, but you knew. Something stood in that blackness. Loud enough, the instructor next door woke, stood in boxers, face dark, cussing us out. Run around at midnight again. Tomorrow he'd drill us till we passed out. We nodded. Back in bed, no one slept. After that, no one went to the toilet alone. Hold it till bladder burst, still find someone. Humiliating. Teenage boy needing escort to piss. Step into that corridor, your legs weakened. Standing there alone, silence, light bulb humming. You'd feel something behind you. Watching. You think that was the end? Days later, someone noticed the toilet door frame. At night, a round pattern appeared, like an old clock face. Nearly 2.5 meters up, all you saw was a blurry circle. Inside, no one could tell. Brave ones dragged a stool, climbed up. The circle shrank the closer they got. Step back, it grew sharp. Someone tried a flashlight, frame bare, smooth, nothing. Turn off, look again, circle back, not painted, floating above, like a watermark. Every morning, spot clean. Sunrise gone, wiped clean. I asked the instructor, "Notice that round pattern?" He looked at me oddly. "What round thing? Haven't noticed." Paused. "Don't go imagining things." That look, not impatient. He knew, just didn't know how to say it. Night 4. Marching drills all afternoon. Instructor went insane. By dinner, hands shook holding the tray. Back in the room, 6 of us collapsed, out cold in seconds. Don't know the time, deep in sleep when, crash, ripped from the deepest sleep. Someone below screamed. I lurched over the bunk edge. Moonlight showed a dark shape on the floor. Xiao Rui, on the ground, in a position no body could force, bent backward, spine arched, limbs at impossible angles, motionless, like dead, and the white figure stood beside him, head lowered, staring. I shut my eyes, screamed inside, "Sleep, sleep." Somehow I managed. Fear drained me, survival instinct. Opened my eyes, don't know how long, still couldn't move. Looked down. Xiao Rui was gone. The white thing on the floor, his exact position, bent backward, hair across the floor, face against the ground. Then, "Ah!" Big Lou screamed. Not a human sound. A big guy, over 1.7 meters. Launched off the bed, only one who could move. 2 strides, slapped the light switch. Everything vanished. White figure, twisted body, paralysis, gone. I shot up, looked at the bunk below. Xiao Rui, lying there, blanket neat, breathing evenly, sleeping like a baby. Face blank, room center, empty. Big Liu by the switch, trembling, back against the wall, hand gripping it. After a long time. Did you guys see that? There was a woman. Apart from Xiao Rui snoring, 5 of us in perfect unison. We saw it. Every hair on my neck stood up. 5 people awake, paralyzed, seeing exactly the same thing. Not I think, not I felt. Clear, identical, white, long-haired thing in the room, Xiao Rui on the floor. Instructor woke again. No yelling. Pushed open the door, found 5 of us squeezed on one bed, faces paper white. We told him, stumbling, even speaking, I felt like I was making it up. He listened. Silent seconds. Then he said something that still feels wrong. Switch rooms with us. No surprise, no skepticism, just calm, rehearsed. Not someone who doesn't believe. Someone who'd known all along, hadn't expected it so soon. We switched that night. Woke Xiao Rui. He blinked, clueless. Huh? What? Eyes empty, not sleepy, empty. Next morning, Xiao Rui didn't show. Before dawn, fever over 39, body burning hot. School called his parents. Picked up that morning. 2 days left. 6th morning, the new room, woke up, place ransacked. Floor, beds, pillows, blankets, crumbled steamed bun crumbs fine as sand. And the walls, patterns in fermented bean curd. Reddish, sticky, twisted lines. Not writing, not pictures. The red against whitewash, shockingly vivid. Sour fermented smell thick in the air. Most impossible. All 3 top bunks were evenly covered in crumbs. Someone had to climb up, balance on the mattress, bend over, sprinkle bit by bit. Those 20-year-old iron beds creaked loud enough for the next room. Dead of night, 6 people, not one woke. Impossible. I shook out my underwear. Crumbs everywhere. 2 classmates hysterical, begging to go home. Remaining 4, last night lights stayed on. 6 people on one bottom bunk, arms and legs tangled. No one touched the wall, no one spoke. Stared until dawn. Later, the girls' building wasn't peaceful. First-floor girls kept waking to cats yowling. Not normal cries, the shriek of something being stomped, heart-rending. Pulling back curtains, figure outside, long hair, pacing in moonlight all night. Last day, leaving. Before boarding, the instructor pulled us aside, lit a cigarette. He didn't normally smoke, leaned against the wall, blew smoke, stared at the hillside, then told us, the land, before the buildings, mass burial ground. How big? He didn't know. When they broke ground less than 2 meters down, human bones, not one or two, layer after layer, some intact, some shattered, some small. He stopped, wouldn't continue. Daytime, walking the parade ground, dust devils sprang up beside you, tiny whirlwinds at your feet, following a few steps, then fading. At night, guard after guard, year after year, nearly everyone heard it, crying from nowhere, sometimes an old voice, murmuring, chanting like sutras, like talking. Not a word clear. A veteran told him. Winter night, going to the boiler room, crossing the parade ground, he clearly heard someone call his name. More than once. Turned around. Empty ground. No footprints in the snow. The instructor spoke level. What scared me wasn't his words, it was his calm. How long in a place like that before the crying, the figures, the whirlwinds become everyday life? First day of school, Xiaorui's seat, empty. Teacher said transferred. Did he? Some other reason? No one knows. Never saw him again. Nearly 20 years, moved, changed jobs, met people, forgotten things. But that white figure, head lowered, I close my eyes, it's still there. That base is still on maps, maybe abandoned, ivy swallowing the whole building. Maybe people still inside, soldiers on night duty still hearing things. But one thing I'm sure of. If you're driving through Hebei,